Hi Sam, welcome back Trinity Art Club members. This is a follow-up to the painting we started last Wednesday. You remember I was going to do it on a 16 by 20 and I got it sketched in and started blocking in, and it was not going where I wanted it to go. So I'm doing this quick study in a 8 by 10, same aspect ratio, right? 0.8 inches this way, 1 inch this way, or 1.5 inches this way, ½ inch this way. I'm sorry, 1 inch this way, ½ inch this way. And the reason I'm having trouble is the still life setup that I did didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. I didn't have the correct lighting. I don't have lighting for still lifes. And so I never could get the setup the way I'd like it. I want this area back in here to be real dark. I think in the center I want to give the impression that there's a spot light that's coming in here, and so the lightest part of the still life in this area. I don't like the color of the vase or the picture. I don't know about the candle yet. So anyway, that's where we are, and I'm doing this quick study to try to resolve any issues that I may have when I get to the full size 16 by 20. What I've done is simply sketched in, pretty close, not exact, but it's close enough, the major areas, and there are obviously four object of interest: the wine glass, the pitcher, the candle and holder, and then the flowers. I'm going to work on the background right now, and the only thing I've done here is, even though I don't think this tabletop, I'll leave this green. I don't know what I'm going to do there yet. So I'm violating just about every rule I have. Is to begin with, why am I painting this painting? What grabs me about this subject? Nothing really grabs me, but in my mind's eye, I think I may change this to either a copper or brass. I don't know. Maybe the same color as the brass candlestick holder. I don't know. Maybe make that a metal pitcher. I want the flowers to pop against a darker background. And right now, the only thing I've tried to do is get the relative values in something close to what the final hue will be. I did this initially, and I don't know if it's going to show up on this camera real well, but it's really, really too cool, almost into a purple. And so I think I'm going to alter that a little bit, warm it up a little bit, go over to maybe some alizarin mixed with transparent oxide red, which I'm going to use in the background up here. And so I'm trying to also at the same time create some color harmony, and I think my colors that I'm going to use, the hues I'm going to use, yellow ochre, there'll be some yellow ochre, transparent oxide red, alizarin, probably some olive green, either Da Vinci or Rembrandt, and I'll probably go with the Rembrandt because it's a little darker green and it is a transparent green. The Da Vinci is a semi transparent, and in the background where I'm going to use it, I think I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet. I think I'm going to go in with a thin wash, almost a stain with yellow ochre, and then come on top of that with probably Tor, transparent oxide red, maybe a little alizarin to warm it up a touch, and maybe some green, and probably even some violet, the dark violet, to sort of neutralize all that color. Anyway, see what we're going to do. Anyway, I'm going to block in now. If I can find a good block in brush here. Yeah, I think this will work. I'll probably go to I'm going to start off with using a number 8, 7 or 8 filbert, natural bristle, pretty stiff, at least for the whatever the heck that is, yellow ochre. And I was going to use some terp, or actually, I don't use terp. I call it terp, but it's really mineral spirits, low, high quality mineral spirits. It's been refined to take all the harmful smells out of it. OMS. But I think I'm going to use Winsor Newton Liquid, which is an alkali product. And the reason is I think I want the background to have a little gloss. I could use some walnut oil, which would give me a little gloss, but I think I want a little more gloss in that, and I also want it to flow pretty easy, so I don't have to. So I'm going to lose my drawing, which is fine. I mean, I drew it on there once, I can draw it on there twice. And I think I want to lighten that up a little bit. And I don't know if I'm going to use white or a touch of yellow, or both. Especially here in the center. I want to give the impression that there's a spotlight hitting the central area, and I'm going to make the background dark so my flowers, which are in the violet family, pop out. Some of them are really washed out because of the photography. I didn't have a dark enough background, but we'll see where this goes. Mentally, I think I know where I want to take it. I just don't have a good reference. That won't be my photo, and so I'm asking for trouble. The easiest way to paint is paint what you see. Find a reference or make your own setup that's and then the darkest area will be in here, getting a little lighter, a little warmer, cooler down below, I think. And I think I'm going to have so much competing. The color harmony. So let me see if I got this straight. I'm not really tickled with the composition. The subject doesn't really tickle me. And I have no clue about my color harmony. Yeah, so this painting's probably going to turn out to be super duper. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. I don't think I have to take this yellow ochre down in this area because it's going to be so dark. Likewise up here in the corner, dark. Maybe a little lighter value here in the center coming in and darker down below. I'm not sure. We'll see. I need to get this white off of the canvas for certain though. I can't tell my values. And again, down here, I'm not really tied into the blocked in hues. I'm more interested, is that the value, with the exception of the grapes. Those are sort of, I'm not concerned about the value of those yet, although they need to be relative to the rest of the painting. I'm not anal about those, but is that about the right value? And I think it is. And is that the right value, even though I know the hue is incorrect? And I think it is. So my battery over here is again, this is more of a, you'd almost call it a stain. This area in here is going to be so dark that I don't even know why I'm messing with it right now. So let me see what we're going to do here. Let's pick up a little tor. Grab a little violet. Move it temperature a little bit. Not dark enough. Pick up a little blue. Almost getting the black down here. And again, I'm not worried about my drawing. I drew it on there once. I can draw it on again. Just trying to get what is the real estate. I want to get this tor on. I probably need to change brush, get a little softer brush so I can get more paint on. Yeah, no, I need that darker and maybe a little cooler. It looks on the camera it looks a lot cooler than it does here, but it's still, I'm sorry, a lot warmer. I want it, I think, a little cooler. And darker. And that tor, especially on the edge here, will help turn both my candle and the picture, which is good. I think I'll grab just a smidgen black too down here. I want this a lot darker. Yeah, I'm going to have to change brushes here in a minute. This is too stiff. and where the background meets the table, I want that a really, really soft edge, almost disappearing, unable to tell where one stops and the other one begins. Let's see. I need to go, I think, a little cooler. A lot cooler. And that may not be a good decision with that wine. We'll see. I want to keep the wine. I think it's the contrasting color, if you will, the competing, what's going to create some tension, I hope, against the rest of this, what I hope to be pretty harmonious colors. Let me stand back and look at that. This is getting pretty close here. That tore. Maybe a little alizarin in there to warm it up as I go up. And in the wine glass, I'll try to hold my drawing pretty close. Is that you would see through into the background. I may come back in and sketch that wine glass. I don't want to lose my drawing there. Ellipses are may take, let me try. Let's see what happens here. Well, I think I'm knocking it down too much. Yeah, that's knocking it down too much. Yeah, I've taken off too much paint. Alright, some more tor. Blue to knock it down a little bit. A little purple. Yeah, I think that's way, way, way too cool. I think I want it warmer than that. Bring some alizarin back in. I don't think that's enough. Maybe. Maybe some raw umber down here. Nope, still too cold. Too cold. Too cold. know I want that really dark in there. Yeah, I think that's better. Now almost green. Watch out for mud here. It's not too bad. It doesn't look, probably doesn't look all that appealing on the camera. Now let me see if I can knock down some of these edges lightly, gently. I'm getting there. That may just give me the neatest effect ever. Sort of an artsy. Yeah, one school of thought says don't make the background so complicated that it competes with the main subject. And I think I want a little more dark in here and in here and right over here. So we'll come in with just a little more dark there. And later we'll use that background to chisel our, whoops, wrong brush there, taking it off. I was tickled with my drawing of my wine glass. Guaranteed it's gonna Yeah, I think I'm liking that pretty good. Maybe a little too light. We'll see. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Now, once I did that, then I do believe, yeah, my value down here, I think I'm liking it a lot better now. Although that, I'm going to fix that color right now. It's bothering me. I really shouldn't mess with it, but see if I like this better. Yeah, I do. A lot warmer. I gotta watch out because it's also a lot more transparent than that. Because it's a mixture of tor and alizarin, and before it was only alizarin. Alizarin is pretty much a semi-opaque, and the tor is a transparent, so it is a lot more transparent. And one issue with transparent down here, it's not going to give us, it's not going to seem to have body or substance. I got to watch that too, but I do want it to warm it up. It was way too cold. That's good enough for blocking. Yeah, I think I like that a lot better. All right, that's much more better. Maybe take some of that transfer, like a little up in here. Lick it down. Yeah, I think I like that okay. I don't know about that wine glass. We'll have to work on it, but I like this a lot better. Now I may come back in and clean up my drawing on my vase and on my wine glass and on my candle while it's still fresh. Okay, I'm liking that background. I don't know. I need to think about that wine glass. I don't know what's happening there. And I can tell that this tabletop here in the back is not dark enough. And that may be too cool. Let me get the right brush. Let me clean this brush and get to the right brush. All right, I like that a lot better. So, I think I'll stand back from it, let it dry a little bit so I don't start moving paint all around. Although I may, as I said, clean up my drawing a little bit on the wine glass and candle, and I don't want to lose proportion. No, I don't think I would, but I'm not that good a drawer, so my drawing skills. So I don't want to lose it early and fight to get it back. I don't know. I don't need to mess with that. It's going to be all covered up anyway. And I'm starting to pick up paint. I don't want to do that. Yep. Stop diddling. So that wine glass is just a smidgen higher. Just a little above the top of my, matter of fact, all three of them. The top of the candle, the top, and they're close. And I don't want to lose that perspective, or that proportion. I need to, I'm right there, I think. All right. It's enough for this segment. I'm going to let it dry a little bit. See what it looks like dried. Let me see if I can move this around. I don't know, it may have a glare because of the, let's see if I can get you a little better shot. Yeah. I wanted a little glossy, and I may have gotten a little too much. But I can fix that. That's pretty easy. Let me try this other camera. Oh, that's worse, huh? Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That dog ain't hunting. But I think you can get a sense of all the colors in the background.